3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check in. Tackles.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that way. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. After the penalty, it's Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Set. 19. Exit. Check out. 54. And 24.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A first down carry now for Miller. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check safety. Watch twist.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield. And
looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
At the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Watson with a give to Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Let's go set. 19. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Stay alert. Watch, watch. Check right 34. Mike 34.
Watson on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132,
Rock to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mike, 30 set. UAT. Scoot. Check the out.
On the counter, it's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mindset. 19. 47. Here we go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
47. Check. 47.
Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, it's Freeman. 11 yards there, first down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the -- 1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They toss to Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Now it's Freeman. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Freeman. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
I go. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. There.
Locke's going to sneak it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Hey, check right 34. Hey, let's get some time.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
All day, dog.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down.
Here's attack! 19! 34! All day! All day! Alert 3! Alert 3! Alert 3! Check 3! Check 3!
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Freeman. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. What? Squeeze. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 15. Go out. Ready.
Now a toss right, Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Block off a play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. On 3rd and long, it's locked. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that. And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have the... football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Alert. Under.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
19. 47. Alert. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check nine. Kill.
Here's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Texans 30, Broncos 3. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Ready. So don't say nothing.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Steps away, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 18.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Ready. Yo, lead. X3. 218, chop.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Red. Check. Check, 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 check. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Yo,
Here's Flacco. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for...
Check hot route. Hot, hot. 41 Mike.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney merciless. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Flacco from the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. In there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Red! Sponge! No, no, no!
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Freeman, the ball carrier. DJ Reader brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Texans.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Safety creep. Check 31, check 31. Joker, wing.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the lead is down to 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
So you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll run on 1st down. Miller, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 12 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, set. 19. 47. Okay. 54. Slam. Back.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 19. Check. 47. 3. 55.
Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
47. 19. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Foreman, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Set. 18. Check back 47. And 59. Wide, get wide. Watch the end.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, here's Miller. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. One man in the backfield. That's Miller. Second and goal. Now it's Miller. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Houston going to come